commentary. My name is Charlie Fulkerson, joined by my dad, electrocuted Chuck Fulkerson.
Charlie, how am I electrocuted? Why do you call me electrocuted?
Because remember, you were like a bad guy, and I electrocuted with you with Thor's hammer.
Oh, that's right. Okay, because you call me the villain because you get to be the superhero.
Yeah, and then you turned into a lizard.
He's a very strange boy. Welcome, everybody, to the Daily Market Commentary. I've got my wonderful co-host with me today as I am back in the saddle again. Let's go ahead and dive right in. For those of you new to the channel, we take a look at the same 10 to 12 futures markets every day, identifying potential breakouts and reversal points. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Let's start with the S&P. Now, the ES yesterday, we talked about this as a potential reversal point, and we had said that this is a really good opportunity if you do candle-to-candle style of trading. And that's really, I put a tweet out yesterday about that. If you look at it from a candle-to-candle style, price came up into here, and we never did get a lower low. We never got a lower low before the area was broken. Now, if you didn't go candle-to-candle and you just went and you just took a short when price got back into there, I also tweeted, you got to love these upper wicks, but these upper wicks just didn't hold true. We continued to close higher and higher and higher and have higher lows. And really those higher lows make that a really difficult area for shorting. And so price blew right through. Now, here's interestingly, though, it used that old area of resistance as a new area of support and bounced up off of there. So now we certainly have to remove this level. We still have this one down in here. If you look at it from a trend line perspective, we are seeing a slight weakening in the momentum. You can see that our momentum is waning just a smidge right here, and we have basically the same highs right there. So we're definitely getting a little bit of a weakening of momentum right now. And things are slowing down, right? You know, Charlie, it's kind of like we talked about. If I throw a ball up in the air, the whole time the ball's going up, what's it doing?
Well, going up.
It's going up, but when it goes up, is it going up? Is it getting faster as it goes up, or is it getting slower as it goes up?
Slower.
Slower.
Because it's ready to come down, and I just taught a 40-year-old. Look at the 6-year-old teaching the 40-year-old.
Yeah. Rub it in. I'm not 40 yet, kid. So anyway, the momentum is waning a little bit on this, and so let's see if that turns over. I will tell you, I'm not real comfortable yet on any shorting of this. The market yesterday decided to slap us on the hand if we tried to short it. It did not hold true when we put the short position in. Now, and the reason for that was because we still were trading kind of against the trend. Well, now we're going sideways on this 4-hour time period. I use the 4-hour as really the big one to tell me where we're going, and we could look at this 4-hour as a potential breakout. So if you wanted to be a lot more conservative, especially if we chop around in front of here, you could look to this area up in here as a potential breakout later on when price gets to this region, mostly because this was a really strong reversal opportunity based on this little fair price value area, and we've hit it once, twice, 3 times a lady, as Lionel Richie would say. And so it'd be interesting to see if we break through this ceiling. And if we break through the ceiling, which way do we keep going, Charlie?
Up.
Yep, we keep going up. All right, you got to stay. Don't be so close to the mic, kid. You're killing my ears. All right, so that's the S&P. So the S&P right now, to me, it's a waiting game. It's being patient. The Nasdaq broke off of our level, moved up from there very strong. Now this we had as a confirmation entry. So full disclosure, I didn't buy it down here. I kind of wish I would have, obviously, but it's hindsight is 2020 is always 2020 vision. Some of you, I'm sure, were able to catch this move, and you got a pretty nice run out of it from this point. So. If you did catch that move, great, nice work, way to roll. Looking at the 4-hour time period, we've come back up to really this triangle breakout that we had months ago, and since we've come back up to that area, be interested to see if we're going to be able to bust through there and continue to rally higher. The Nasdaq is still underperforming the S&P in general, not quite as strong. Crude oil. So crude oil yesterday completely blew this one, I got to tell you. I really felt like this was a pretty good opportunity. We had a little bit of an area on top of an area. I thought we'd get a bounce down into here. On the 4-hour chart, we had an upward trend. We had pulled back, and it just didn't hold true. So now if I look at this on a 4-hour chart, we've got a trend line here where we can connect a few things. I'm still not willing to be a seller. There's nothing above me yet to tell me I want to be a seller. I feel like I'd be trading against the big picture in being a seller. I got a lower swing low, but I don't have a lower swing high yet. So I'm not comfortable yet really picking up a selling opportunity. There are selling opportunities if you are so inclined on a rally back up even to this area here, because this area was an old area of support, could act as a new area of resistance kind of coming up from here. So I'm gonna change this one to a let's see, I'll put it as a dashed line just for now, knowing that I am not a huge fan of it because it's kind of a counter trend trading of the 4-hour trend, but it is a way that you can get in if you want to give that a shot. Gold, I think, has a lot of room to continue its run higher, but it's not given me a good reason for entry yet. We talked about a potential breakout above this area here, but nothing really as of yet has given us a good entry in gold. Let's move over to the bond market. So looking at the bonds. In the bonds, we had our breakout above our line. So this one is continuing to keep, in the great words of Limp Bizkit, rolling, rolling, rolling as it goes up. Something to add, Charlie?
Going up, going up.
Okay, so that one keeps going up. And the good observation, kid. The Aussie dollar is near our top of this slide, which you can see if we go back further in time. There's this little area here where we could get a reversal on the Aussie dollar. We're not there yet, so we're going to let this one continue to go. There's nothing for me to add to this one at the moment. If I move back down to that hourly chart, there's really no levels in here that are going to make me want to jump in too early. The euro has bounced off of our 15-minute level. Remember, 15-minute levels have lower degrees of probability. So if you are in this one, you may want to take your stop and move it to break even, but you are getting a little profit out of that euro level. And then the Canadian dollar, once again, still chopping along. Yesterday we talked about that big wide zone, and we're still in that big wide area. All right, last but certainly not least, we're going to take a look at the Great British Pound and the Japanese yen. So the Japanese yen yesterday moved off of this little level from here, gave us a nice little move down. May not have come quite to your, we talked about this as the profit target, did not quite get there, so hopefully you manage your stops accordingly, and if not, then you got stopped out completely. But if you manage your stops accordingly, maybe move your stop to break even at a certain point and take some off the table. That level is obviously going to be gone now, and we might look to a long if you get a pullback now into this region here. This would be our next buying opportunity, is a pullback to this region right back in here. Looking at the Great British Pound, our area is still way the heck up here. I think could be seeing a potential reversal at this point there to continue its move down on the bigger picture time frame. That would fit into our trend just fine, because there's plenty of room for this thing to continue to fall for a longer term trade. So,
and it's going down.
It is.
You know that.
It's going down. It's sliding down, right?
Or should I say going down, down, down the mountain?
Down, down, down a mountain. That's right. You're using our Pittsburgh accent. So, all right, everybody. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's session. There's a lot of things out there that you can do, but the most important thing is to make sure that you're following your plan and you're trading your plan accordingly. And thanks so much, everybody. If anything you need, feel free to shoot me an email, chuck@iiefinancial.com. Charlie, say goodbye.
See ya, everybody. With that electrocuted.